What's up YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a minute since I've uploaded a tutorial on here, but I'm happy to be back, so let's get right into it. So these are the three main colors that I'll be using in this set. They're all from V Beauty Pure, number 068, number 158, and number 128. I'm also using their glitter acrylic number 191 and their cover Kandy Land, which I love. My base and top coat from Ruby Nail Products, as well as their 3XL coffin tips, which I've already sized out for my nails. And you guys, Ruby Nail Products sent me a really nice PR box. I'll be using a lot of things from their company, and I'm really excited to show y'all because they sent me some really nice stuff. As you can see, I'm using their pink Dappen dish, and the monomer I'm using is from Young Nails, and I'm going in with my size 14 Kolinsky brush from Nail House. And really quick, I wanted to just show you guys the peel off base I use. It's from UNT off of Amazon. I'll be sure to link my Amazon storefront in the description for you guys, as well as all the products that I'm using in this video, or I'll try to at least. Bear with me, you guys. I'm low-key new to this YouTube world, but I am excited to start, and I'm really gonna try my hardest to remain consistent this time. I really am. So getting into the application, you guys, this was my first time using this Nail House Kolinsky brush, so y'all know how it is working with a new brush. Like, you gotta break it in. And for some weird reason, I get really nervous when I'm working with a new brush. I don't know, is that just me? So because this is a new brush, I was working with smaller beads, kind of wetter beads as well, because I was working in my father's basement and it was kind of warm down there. I did end up turning on the AC, so my application, it's not terrible, but those are the disclaimers basically. But I do really love this color from V Beauty Pure. Y'all know their cover colors are amazing. Like, y'all already know. If you know, you know. So I'm gonna try my best to kind of explain my application to you guys, and I can show you better than I can tell you. So if my explanation is kind of like, girl, that doesn't make any sense, then just put me on mute and just watch. So again, I'm working with wetter, smaller beads. I'm making sure when I put my bead down to spread it across the whole surface of the nail before I start patting or dragging it down. Always, always, always clean off the sides of your nails. I promise you, keeping your sides clean will save you so much work in filing and also just maintaining the shape of the nail or the structure of the nail. So you're gonna see how I constantly wipe the sides of the nail, like a lot, because I'm not trying to file too much. But I end up having to file this nail a lot anyway, so. But the goal is to maintain the shape or the structure of the nail. So this was a freestyle set. I had no idea where I was going. I just knew what colors I wanted to use and which acrylics I wanted to use. So I went in on my middle finger and my thumb with this Kandy Land. Again, you guys, I can show you guys better than I can explain, so I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys just kind of watch my application, and I'll pop back in a little bit. So you guys, this is not my normal setup. I really don't even have a normal setup because, like I've told you guys, I'm still kind of new to this YouTube world, but I am using like my professional camera, like my Sony camera. So I'm still getting used to the battery and the charging and all that other stuff. I'm used to shooting like short videos. I'm not used to just running the camera and letting it record me. So basically the camera's battery died, so that's why you don't see the beginning of the application of the thumb. So I do apologize for that. But again, y'all bear with me because my lighting, my setup, all of it was kind of a struggle. So now I'm going in with this glitter acrylic on my ring finger. And when using this glitter, I'm making sure to keep my application kind of on a thinner side because I am going to go in with clear acrylic to encapsulate. I also don't need to worry about building the structure of my nail with the glitter because that's pretty much what the clear is for. This glitter did have some smaller glitter pieces and some chunkier glitter pieces, so I made sure to kind of spread the chunkier pieces around just so that it wasn't too many in one spot, just like clumped on top of each other. Next, I'm going in with my jelly color from V Beauty Pure. I don't know why I put that big amount of gel on there, but and I'm realizing that as I'm like watching it back, like why did I do that? Anyway, I went in with this jelly color from V Beauty Pure. Their jellies are so sheer and like the perfect amount of translucicity. Is that a word? You have the option to go in with one coat, which makes them super jelly, but I always go in with 2 coats because obviously it does make it a little bit more, I guess, opaque. I mean, I guess you can call it jelly opaque, but y'all know what I mean. Like the color will definitely show up more when you go in with 2 coats. That's just my opinion. But I do go in with 2 coats of each of those colors on my pinky and my pointer finger. Okay, you guys, so this is my absolute favorite clear. It's from Young Nails. I swear by this clear. I do not use any other clear right now. I do have some clear from Ruby Nail Products that I would like to start sampling or start using. And I also have some clear from Nail House that I want to use. But I can't let this Young Nails clear go. But eventually I will because I do want to try those other clears from other companies. So before I ombre with my nude, I do like to go in with clear because I find that acrylic ombres best into itself. I know a lot of people just go straight into the ombre with the nude on top of the like straight on top of the gel, which is fine, but I definitely get a smoother ombre when I'm ombreing when I'm ombreing acrylic into acrylic, y'all. Excuse me. So that's a quick tip that I can share with you guys. Also, y'all, it sounds like a grown-ass man next to me snoring, but I promise you it's my 12-pound chihuahua. He's sitting right next to me. So if y'all hear him snoring like a grown-ass man, just ignore him, and I'm sorry about that. So starting my ombre with my nude, I just place my bead right where my tip meets my natural nail. I do like to use a smaller bead, also a wetter bead, because you want to just see how I'm using, just not using, but see how I'm patting at just the bottom of that bead. Like I'm not touching the top of that bead because we don't need to. We need that piece of the bead to stay up there because that's how you're going to start to begin to build your apex. So I'm always dragging the bottom of the bead when I'm bringing my ombre down. And then for my cuticle bead, again, another smaller and wetter bead, because for me, when it's more wet, the acrylic kind of just like moves itself into those little grooves of the cuticle. Again, you guys, like I can't explain for shit, but y'all can see what I'm doing. If I ever do get acrylic on my skin, I just go in and carefully wipe it, continue to pat everything into place, and drag it as it dries and forms. I know ombres can be super tricky, especially when it comes to blending, but I like to use as many beads as I need to get that blend perfect. So I do go in with another bead closer to that apex area, just so that blend is more ombre, you know what I mean? I never stick to like a 1 bead or 2 bead method because for me that's just impossible. I like to use however amount of beads that it takes to build the structure of my nail, however many amount of beads it takes to get the perfect ombre. I just do what works for me, basically. Y'all, I know that the shape is looking wild crazy right now, but I promise after encapsulation and of course filing, they look amazing, I promise. So I wanted to get on here and talk to you guys about my YouTube channel and kind of the direction that I want to go in. I don't know if you guys know, but many of you do know I live in my van, and that's because I travel for work, so it pretty much requires me to live in my van 24/7. I would like to showcase more van life on my YouTube channel. So like I want to show you guys my van setup and how I do nails in my van. I also do nails while my husband drives. Like I don't know if you guys follow me on my Instagram or my TikTok or even my Facebook, but I post a lot of van life content on there, but it's not like the content that I want to put out. So like I want to show you guys my life basically. Of course, I still want to showcase nails. That's going to be the basis of my entire page or my entire channel. But I feel like it'd be fun to show you guys the process of me going into all these nail supply stores that I travel to in different cities. And y'all know how I like to go into random stores and find random stuff that I like to put into my nails. I feel like it'd be so much fun to take you guys along. I also a lot of times get hotels where I'll set up the hotel room like a little nail room and do my nails, or even when I'm camping. Like believe it or not, you guys, like I do nails outside a lot while I'm on TikTok live because a lot of people like to just listen to the birds chirp. There was one time where I was sitting in my van and it was raining outside and people was just enjoying the ASMR of the filing noises and the raindrops in the background. It just sounded like pure nature. That's some of the things that I want to bring over to my YouTube channel. So y'all comment down below if that's something you guys are interested in seeing. I just want to bring something different to the YouTube nail world, you know what I mean? But let me shut up and let you guys finish watching the rest of this encapsulation. Okay, you guys, going in with my 60-60, yes, 60-60, because 80-80 just doesn't get it sharp enough for me. So we're going in with my 60-60. You can find these on my Amazon storefront. Again, I'll link it down below for you guys. But I like to file the same exact way on every single finger. I start off filing the undersides because you guys know acrylic does like to get stuck up under there, so I just like to start off underneath, clean that up a little bit, and then I go in on the sides, keeping the file straight or parallel to the nail. Also looking and feeling, using as many senses that I need to use to make sure the structure of my nail looks good. So you will see me a lot feeling the sides of my nails and the surface of my nail, just to make sure that there's no little bumps or lumps. Also, another trick that I learned to make sure that your nails are even is to look at the color of it. It needs to be all one color. You see how there are some dark spots over the top of my nail before I freaking switch the frame over to the next nail. But I did go in and make sure the nail was all one color. You can kind of see right there. There you go. See how it's all one color now? That's how I know that the surface of the nail is even. So again, starting underneath the nail, cleaning that up a little bit, going in on each side and filing really straight, super parallel to the nail, and of course the free edge of the nail. Okay, so going in with my Melody Susie cordless e-file and my mini sanding bands and mandrel bit from Ruby Nail Products, and y'all look at my glove, like I switch it out in a little bit. I be filing aggressive as hell, clearly. But I do like to go in first with my sanding bands around the cuticle area, because with my sanding bands, for me at least, I can get super duper close to the cuticle. Of course, I do like to go in with another bit, like a carbide bit or my 5-in-1 bit afterwards if I need to debulk the nail. But for this set, I didn't feel like my nails were super bulky, so I didn't feel the need to go in with another bit after the sanding band. But I focused mainly in the cuticle area, sealing that cuticle really well. Also going over the entire surface of the nail, making sure that everything is as level as possible. Going back in with my 60/60 hand file and filing over the surface of the nail, again feeling the nail with my other hand, making sure that it's super level, super straight, literally looking at the nail. You don't see me taking it off camera and putting it close to my face to see it, but I am doing that because I'm low-key blind. Also, y'all, it was a little bit hard trying to stay in frame with this camera setup, so I had a lot going on behind the scenes. But if I'm being honest, filing is probably my most favorite part of the entire process because I find so much satisfaction into getting that shape super crisp and sharp, especially when I do a set of stiletto nails. Like maybe the next video I record, I can do some stilettos. I do have 2 other videos already recorded. They're just waiting on voiceovers that I need to post to my channel. One of them is a hot mess, but I'm still gonna post it. Also, you guys, I do have a dust collector. It was just in my van and I was being lazy and not wanting to go get it, but enjoy the rest of this filing process. Do you guys buff underneath your nails? After watching this other nail tech buff underneath her nails, I was like, game changer. If you don't buff underneath the nails, do it and you'll see what I'm talking about. So after I buffed my nails, I did get up and go wash my hands, and you see me spray a little bit of alcohol on my nails and brush it. The reason why I only sprayed a little bit is because when I work with clear nails or nails that are see-through or like those sheer jelly nails, I noticed that if I use a lot of alcohol, it'll leave like a cloudy cast underneath the nail, especially if I wipe underneath the nails with it or over top the nails, that I just don't like. So I try to use the least amount of alcohol or acetone that I can when cleaning off the nails, just to avoid that. I did take a lint-free wipe with a little bit of acetone and wiped over top of the nails, trying to avoid underneath the nails. And then I went in with my base coat from Ruby Nail Products on my middle finger and my thumb. I do like to use a layer of base coat when I'm going with any kind of artwork, and in this case I'll be doing a French on my middle and my thumbnail, using this gorgeous color from V Beauty Pure number 068 and my long liner brush also from V Beauty Pure. And I just go in on these 2 nails and create a French. I don't have any kind of like technique or anything for how I do my Frenches. I kind of just go in there and draw it. Like, I hold my breath and I don't blink. That's my technique. That's how I have to do it. And then after I drew these Frenches, I went ahead with some matte top coat, and it's my first time using matte top coat from Nail House. I don't know if any of you guys missed it, but they did have a 50% off sale, so I ran to that website. That's how I got my Kolinsky brush. That's how I got a few other things from them, some acrylics, the top coats. I did get a shiny and a matte, and again, a few other things. Hopefully I'll be able to do maybe like a haul or something. But I'm gonna let you guys watch me finish up the French, matte top coat it, and then I'll pop back in. Next, I'll be going in with my IBD gel. I love this gel. I use this for a lot of my textured designs or a lot of my 3D designs. And with this, I'm just gonna go in on both my middle and my thumb. And I go in with like a glob. And when I place the glob on the nail, I don't immediately drag it down. I kind of keep it in one spot and kind of bounce it up and down a little bit just to build some height to it. And then I drag it down. And you don't want that glob to just sit there on the side of the nail. So you'll see me go back to the top of that glob and kind of feather it out just so that it doesn't look so bulky on the side of my nail. Okay guys, so I wanted to show you these crystals that I got from Blue Streak. I don't know why it took me so long to finally invest in these crystals, but I'm so glad that I finally did because these are top tier. I'm going in on my ring finger with some type of crystal placement, y'all. I'm still practicing my crystal placement. I do find myself resorting to the same old placement that I always do, going down the center of my nail. But again, I have been like getting on Pinterest or TikTok and looking up inspiration photos of different crystal placements, and I've been super inspired. So I think I did pretty okay with this design. I usually go in with caviar beads when I need to fill up the space a little bit more, but I ended up not doing that in this design, and I think they came out really cute. And I forgot to mention that I did use that IBD gel to adhere the crystals, and then after that I went in with my top coat from V Beauty Pure, and then I'll pop back in the next step. Okay, so that's blooming gel, McCart blooming gel, I promise. I don't know what happened to the label. But like I said before, I had no direction as to where this design was going. I never do when it comes to my freestyles, so just get used to that. Like, just rock with me, okay? I just knew I needed to use some more of that purple, so I went in with my blooming gel and I guess this is the croc print design, but not really croc print. Y'all can see what I'm doing. I just went in with this design on my pinky finger and my index finger. And I wanted to leave these two nails matte because I just love how blooming gel designs look matte. But then again, I wanted the whole set to be glossy, so I did go back in with my V Beauty Pure Shiny Top Coat for those nails. And as I'm sitting here editing and doing this voiceover, I realized that in the beginning I showed that I was going to be using my Shiny Top Coat from Ruby Nail Products, but I think I was using my V Beauty Pure throughout the video, and I think that's because it was just like closest to me, because I definitely had them both out, but I just kept going for the V Beauty Pure Top Coat. So after carrying on those designs, this is the moment where I was like, these look super cute matte. But I did end up going over it with my shiny top coat because again, I wanted the entire set to be shiny. And I also did go underneath my glitter nail as well as those 2 jelly nails with my shiny top coat because that just helps keep the clarity of the nail. And as I mentioned before, using acetone or alcohol underneath your nail will form that white or cloudy cast. So avoid doing that and then put top coat underneath your clear nails or your jelly nails or any nails that are supposed to be see-through or transparent. And also you guys seen that I went over the 3D art with some top coat, and this is the finished set. I'm really happy with how these came out. I love the shape, I love the length, I love the colorway, I love the bling, and I hope you guys really love them too. If you guys enjoyed this tutorial, give me a like, be sure to comment, and definitely subscribe because I have so much more content coming out for you guys. Stay tuned and thanks for watching. Bye.